I'm here. It's me, Jimmy Emerson. Welcome back to How to Jimmy Vegas show. Sometimes I slip up and I tell people, tune into the How to Jimmy show, but it's the How to Jimmy Vegas show. So I want to get it right. We're part of a wonderful new publication called What's Up Vegas. Go online, type in What's Up Vegas, not .com, because I do that. It's What's Up Vegas, and you type that in, and our whole magazine comes up. We cover everything from current events, anything to do with entertainment, local businesses, not so much politicians, but we have a little of that. We have a little bit of everything, including my bi-monthly column called How to Jimmy Vegas, where I kind of dish the dirt. I'm not like some reporters that want to really dig deep. I want to keep all my friends, on my side. So, but if something's happening, I want you to know about it. And I'm going to speak my mind. I'm not known for being quiet about things. And sometimes I get a little ticked off and I want to tell you about it. But I'm not ticked off today. I'm actually very happy. I have some amazing guests today, two of the most talented people I think I've ever known. So we'll get to that in a little while. Just wanted to mention real quick that I have been busy. I've been out and about. Went to, as you know, the new Dust Las Vegas Club has opened in my old location on Twain. You think I remember? The 935 East Twain. That's right, between University Center and Maryland Parkway. It's in that little strip center, and it's called Dust. And I had the whole cast on. That's the whole cast, the whole crew from the Dust Club, including the owner, Ryan Bandy, and he's so nice. He owns businesses in Springfield, Illinois. He owns a pizza joint called Poppy's Pizza, which is evidently extremely popular there. He's bringing the Poppy Pizza recipes to the Dust Club. I talked to him last night. He said, we're just waiting for the pizza oven to be installed. So get ready for some fantastic pizza. The food there is great. Like I said, it's a fun club. He picked up where I left off. He's got all kinds of entertainment almost every night. There's a different style. There's something for everybody. Ginger Grant, my good friend Ginger, does the Sunday brunch. As you know, Sunday brunches have become a big deal across the world, especially in America. Almost every club, gay and straight, has a Sunday brunch featuring drag queens, usually. But we're not partial. We let anybody with talent on the stage. You don't have to wear a wig and makeup. It helps, but you don't have to. Anyway, I've been talking to the owner of Dust, and I'll be doing some things with him in the near future. I'm very excited about that. My good friend Stephanie Danderson also hosts her show every Thursday night at the Flex, which is 1.5 blocks down from the Dust, right there on Twain. So don't miss that Thursday nights. Gosh, coming up very soon, August 10th. Mark your calendar. Just take it out and write it down. August 10th, I'm so thrilled to bring back a show that I was a part of for, well, literally over 30 years, called La Cage. We worked at the Riviera Hotel. The show opened in May of 1985. Wow. 1985. It ran for 24 years at the Riviera Hotel on the Strip, 6 nights a week. 2 shows a night. There was a period of time it was so popular we had to add a show for about 3 years. We did 18 shows a week, 3 shows a night, and it was always packed. But that was old Vegas. This is new Vegas. Back then, let's reminisce for a second. Back then, in the late 80s, early 90s, as you natives know for sure, you could go to a show and have dinner and go play your machines or go play blackjack or whatever in a casino, and it wasn't all that expensive. In fact, when La Cage opened in 1985, the ticket price was $9.95, and that included 2 drinks. So you can't even buy 1 drink for $9.95 anymore. I don't think. I haven't recently, but anyway, that's what happened. And then we went up to $14.95, and finally it was 20 something toward the end in the 2000s. It closed in 2008 or 9. I have to look it up. I think 2008. Meanwhile, I didn't sit still. I opened my own variety show called Unboyleavable, which was basically La Cage with a different name, and we toured all over the country. I know a lot of you know this. I just wanted to reminisce, but I'm very excited because coming up August 10th, the renewal, the comeback of the La Cage show, not the full production, but a miniature version called La Cage Cabaret. I'm going to be doing the show at the Composer's Room, the beautiful new cabaret that's been open short time now. Wonderful owner, Damian Costa, who's a well-known name in this town, opened this place. It's at Commercial Center, 953 East Sahara in that Commercial Center. It's right in the middle. You can't miss it. Big sign, Composer's Room. And we're doing the show there. It's at 7 p.m. Saturday, August 10th. Please be there. I'll be hosting along with my dear friend Tommy Rose from Palm Springs. And we have some famous past cast members from the original La Cage show. Stephen Wayne will be there doing Cher and Celine Dion. If you haven't seen him, he's phenomenal. And my dear friend and the funniest man I know, Sammy Gonzalez, will be there doing his incredible Liza Minnelli impersonation. And we've got, just by pure luck, one of the stars of the RuPaul Drag Race from a few years ago, and the runner-up to the Queen of the Universe show, the one and only, all live, Ada Vox. Ada Vox is our special guest. So this show, kids, this is the one not to miss. So we're hoping it goes very well. We want to sell it out. So go there, go to whatsup.vegas. You'll see a link to get tickets. And you can also go to thecomposersroom.com and you can get tickets there. But the link will be on our website. Please buy tickets. I'm begging you. I want to come back and go on the road with this show. It's a lot of fun. I'm very proud of it. Tommy Rose and I have worked together for over 30 years with our comedy shtick, and we've got new stuff, new lines. Anyway, I think I promoted it enough. No, I'm going to keep promoting it. Go to the damn show. La Cage Cabaret, August 10th, Saturday night, 7 p.m. Be there or I'm coming after you. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up now and we're gonna go on with our show. I have two wonderful guests today. I want to thank WWDBTV for hosting us. The owner, John Stiles, lets us use his beautiful studio to film our show every twice a month. And he's a super guy. He has his own show called Doing It With Style. And stand up, take a bow. There he is. So don't miss that. I've been asked to be on his show in the near future, so you'll be seeing that. Meanwhile, stick around for the How to Jimmy Vegas show, or the How to Jimmy show, whatever you want to call it. We'll be back in just a minute.
Hi, my name is Edgar Alejandro. I'm the co-founder of Rising Again Productions. So we've been here in Vegas producing films for the past couple of years, and we've seen our fair share of studios. We've worked in our fair share of studios, and to be honest, WWDBTV has been our favorite by far. John is so welcoming. The space is wonderful. It's perfect for what we need. We've had rehearsals here, we've had callbacks here, we've had table reads here. So if you're a Vegas creative, or really just a creative coming into Vegas, definitely check out this space, chat with John. I think you'll find that this studio has everything that you'll need as well.
Okay, we're back. I have a very special guest here today. I'm reading up, just a second. I've done so much. Let's see. All right, I'm here today with one of my favorite performers in Las Vegas. We met several years ago, and we've worked in different shows together. And I've seen this performer, this person, this man, this drag queen, whatever you want to call her. I am thrilled to have with us today Mr. Joe Harder, better known as Sunshine.
Hey!
Sunshine!
Hi, my name's Sunshine.
It's good to see you.
Likewise.
I mean, I feel like I know you. We've known each other for years. We've
It's
worked
been
together.
at least a decade. Oh my goodness. I moved to Vegas in 2011,
Right.
and we met pretty soon after that.
I want to show the audience real quick the notes that I have on you
Oh
because
goodness.
they're extensive.
Ladies and gentlemen, she doesn't know how to read. You heard it here first.
I didn't really need any notes.
I know,
from you
right?
because
I mean,
we're
we've known each
friends.
other for so long. There's so
Okay.
much stuff we can talk about.
Yeah.
Let's
Well,
talk
first
about-
of all,
let's
let me
talk
just
about
let
before you
my
knew,
audience know
Oh, hello.
you are a superstar. Not just because you're a beautiful female impersonator. You know makeup, obviously. You look gorgeous today
Thank you.
and always.
Thank you.
And I've seen you perform in many different productions and shows and clubs. And your claim to fame, which I adore, is that you're 99.9% always live.
Always, yeah.
You sing live.
I love to sing live.
And you have a great voice.
Thank you. I come from the theater. I like years ago, before I ever did drag, I used to do a lot of theater. I lived in South Florida. I did a lot of theater with the Slow Burn Theater Company. There was like a lot of different venues down there. And there was like a good 3-year stretch where I was constantly like in a show and rehearsing another show and just going. And I was getting cast in a lot of very femme roles. I was the MC in Cabaret.
Of course.
I was Pan in Bat Boy, if you know that one. I'll be like, that's the kind of like thing I was getting cast as. And then I got cast as Hedwig in a production of Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
Oh,
which,
yeah.
if you know what that is? It's like amazing. Like such a blessing to be able to be in a show like that. And to promote the show, the producers booked me at the local drag clubs to like go sing a couple songs, talk about the show, blah, blah, blah. And I ended up making more money promoting that show than I did performing in it. So I'm not kidding. And a monster was born.
That's wonderful.
That was like, it took a while for like to settle on the name and everything, but that was the
But you
first
started
I was like,
out
oh,
like,
this could be a thing.
yeah, but like you said, you with legitimate theater. I mean, you had these
Yeah.
roles came along, and you played it. I mean, you played the MC in Cabaret.
Oh, honey, yes.
So the Joel Grey part.
I mean, it was the Joe Harder part, but thank you.
It was the Joe Harder
yeah,
part,
honey.
exactly. But that's a classic role.
Oh
though.
yeah, it was
It's
amazing.
not really drag, but it's very.
I mean, it's kind of all drag if you think about it.
That's right.
Because I always think of drag as it's kind of that improv-y sort of thing where like, hi, I'm this fictional person. And you know, the MC maybe not quite so much just because it is so like scripted and stuff. Because for me, like the drag is like, hi, I'm this person now.
Right.
And your audience just gets along with it, and that's just like what the vibe is. And so like, you know, the MC, if you get really like in the character, there's like a drag aspect to that, where there's this whole like
for sure
this whole fictional character that you really just are embodying moment to moment.
And there's a lot of roles. These, I mean, they go way back, but even more and more today, people are playwrights and composers are writing.
It's on TV now.
What's
like,
the word they call it? Not transgender. Oh, there's a word for it.
Gender blind casting.
There you go.
Gender blind casting. Gender conscious casting.
Write that down. Gender blind casting.
Because I mean, although the further evolution to that is gender conscious casting.
Sure.
So like, you know, we see gender and we are conscious of what we're doing with casting and stuff like that.
Yes.
Like such as like I wouldn't want to like I'm a cis man and I wouldn't want to play like a trans woman in a show or a movie or whatever, just because that really is a gig that should go to like a trans woman.
Yeah.
You know, that's like more gender conscious as opposed to just being like, you know, gender blind where anyone could play anything.
Well, you're an actor,
Honey.
actress, however you want to identify.
Performer.
But now, have you done roles out of drag?
I've done a million roles out of drag. I was doing a lot, like most of the vast majority of theater I've done has been like as a guy.
Sure.
I mean, just earlier this summer, I did like a workshop thing in the Silver Sevens. It's like Baritones of Love.
Oh,
like a David Sachs thing.
Yes.
Like, did you hear about that?
I wanted to see it. I saw all the
It was
ads
cute.
for
It was super cute.
Enoch was in that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It was like
Enoch was on our
lives.
show recently. So
It was me. Oh yeah, I love him. Me, Enoch, Colin Cahill.
Yeah.
It was great. It was a really great show.
So you're going to be doing it again soon?
It may happen again.
I heard nothing but
ticket-
rave
Yeah, it
reviews,
exceeded ticket sales expectations, which is like the big, like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, there's money to be made here. It was, I think it was on Mother's Day, and it was just a lot. There's clearly like this huge audience of, you know, of an audience that's a little more advanced in age and wants to be entertained, and like
That's
people
right.
are start chasing after this like young demographic, but they don't really have money.
You
And
know,
so this
you just touched
yeah.
a nerve with me, as you know,
Yeah.
because I'm bringing back a show that I've been involved with for literally since the early 80s called Lacage.
I saw that you're doing that again.
And
That's
Lacage,
amazing.
I ran at the Riviera Hotel on the Strip for 24 years.
Yeah.
I was in and out of it. When I was out of it, I was touring as the
Yeah.
host of Lacage. Frank Marino was famous for hosting Lacage on
Yeah.
the Strip. But anytime we would go on the road, well, gosh, we've been everywhere. Canada, Aruba, London, South America. We went to so
Yeah.
many places, and it was fun to do that because I got to just be myself, you know, to host the show and have fun. And with that famous name, Lacage,
You're able to do it like more on your own terms.
I had it was my whole career.
I lived for
It was
that.
great to do, and it closed when the Riviera did, you know, and those
Yeah.
are
Didn't
but
they go to the Four Queens for a while?
I did. I produced
remember
a
it being
version
there
of
for
it.
a minute there,
at
and
the
I
Four
saw that
Queens.
version. Yeah,
Well, that was the most fun version because it's a slightly smaller showroom.
it was a cute little room.
It was
I remember
intimate.
it was
You could
cute.
get closer to the audience, and I had
Yeah.
a fabulous cast. You know most of them.
I remember, yeah.
Well, yeah, Sean Magby was in it. Stephen Wayne, who's
Oh, Sean.
Sammy Gonzalez, who are doing my show, by the way, August 10th.
your calendars.
At the Composer's Room at Commercial Center. You'll see more about that soon. But and I want you on that show. But as soon as I can get you, I'd love to have you
I'm
come
around.
do it.
You got my info. Hi.
I know. I
She
do.
loves to perform.
Joe, it's so nice to talk with you.
Likewise.
Sunshine.
Whatever. It's all my name. They're all
Now,
my name.
I remember working with you years ago at the Club Badlands, where I did my show for you. You'd always come sing live. I was, God, I love a good live singer.
I remember that I was doing that show when David Bowie passed.
Oh, that's
And
right.
I cracked up. I came in with this like 10-minute mix. I was like like crying on stage. It was
Yeah.
ridiculous. Hi, I'm dramatic. In case you hadn't noticed
Well,
that.
we love that. In case
We do. I mean, but like that was, but like
no,
you
that
think about
really worked.
like a
That
lot of
really
like the
worked.
drag, like why I've been so drawn to
Sure.
drag was a lot because of the whole persona thing
Right.
that like David Bowie always did, because he had like Ziggy Stardust and White Duke, these like
A lot of
persona
material
things,
to
yeah,
play.
that he would
Absolutely.
like he would play these roles, and that like I always kind of loved that whole thing. Someone like Lady Gaga, who has got this whole fictional persona
yeah.
thing that she
I can
puts out
see you
there.
doing Gaga.
Oh
easy.
honey, oh
You
honey,
know, I know
I
you
am a
wear it
little
out, the
monster.
monster.
Oh
yeah.
my god, when she,
Well, now,
oh my god,
for a long time, for extended run, you were with Miss Edie.
I was, yeah.
Christopher Kenny, who was the star of Zumanity for years, a Cirque du Soleil show. Miss Edie brought her show to downtown to the Notoriety.
Notoriety, yeah.
Yes, and it
Great
ran for a
venue,
long
beautiful,
time.
yeah,
A
it was
couple
a good
of
2.5 years. Yeah, that's a pretty. I miss it, and you never know. It may come back again at some point. We ended up
Well, I
doing
love
like
the
a
name of the show. It was not
Fabulous.
fabulous, but
fabulous
fabulous.
with 3 A's, baby, 3 A's.
Yeah.
If we bring it back, who knows? Maybe we'll
And
add a fourth
everyone
A.
in the show performed live.
Yes, it was all live singing,
All drag, all
and
live.
and I played the piano, honey.
That's right.
There
You're
was
so
there was like
multi-talented.
one ballad. It was Kitty Del Mar would sing it, and it was that Coming Out of the Dark, the old the Gloria Estefan song
Sure.
when she like came back.
That's right.
And I played the piano and accompanied her. It was the one ballad. It was a great
Well,
moment.
It's because you're so
I love
damn
it.
talented.
I
Well,
mean,
tell,
and she was
tell
also
the
very
people
talented.
what's in your future now. What have you got on the calendar?
I have just come back from a tour. I've been cast in a drag Golden Girls tribute show called
Oh.
The Golden Gays.
Oh my God, what part are you playing?
Rose.
Oh my God,
I know,
believe
right? I know, it's so
Yes.
perfect.
Oh.
We just did like a 5-city tour, 7 shows, 5 cities. It was San Francisco, San Diego, Anaheim, where I sang at Club 33 in Disney.
Nice.
If you know what that is, it's like
very
it
famous.
was very, very
Oh
cool.
yeah.
And then we were Denver, Colorado, and this place Crested Butte, Colorado. It's like a mountain town
Sure.
with like rich people who go skiing.
I love
It was
it.
great.
That's
Yeah,
great.
7 shows, 5 cities. Most of the shows were sold out, and I'm going back out with them in October.
Wait, first of all, you're way too young to be playing Rose.
You know what? You can do anything with makeup.
I know. I think if I was cast as one of the roles, the Golden Girls, I'd have to be either Rose or Dorothy.
You give me Dorothy
I
energy.
think I could
I
do
was gonna
Dorothy.
say, like, you give me big Dorothy
B.
energy.
Arthur has been my
Icon legend star
since I was a
Yeah.
kid. Yeah, I love her.
Oh my god, it's so cool being connected to something like that, because the Golden Girls, like, if you really like, I've been really more analyzing it more now that I'm like in a role where it's
Sure.
like it's a lot of improv, and like the improv that works best is the improv that references the show, because
Well,
the
you
fans
know,
are all about
especially that material. The Golden Girls ran for what, 8 or 10 years on.
it. It
national
was 7
TV.
years of like the regular show, and then they did like Golden Palace. And
Of course,
stuff.
it's
They
in
tried to-
reruns now on every
And
channel.
yeah,
You go to Hulu, you can
iconic.
watch it every
It is
night.
on Hulu. Yeah,
And I say this to my friends. I say, I sleep pretty well, but sometimes if I have trouble falling asleep, I literally
it's soothing.
will put on the
It's
Golden
soothing.
Girls and turn the volume real low. You can barely hear.
Yeah,
I'm
light
asleep in 5
entertainment.
minutes.
It's super
It's
funny.
just it's so familiar. Those characters
It
are
is.
so. It
It's
makes it
the
just makes you
structure of
feel
it is so
comfortable.
the structure of it is so brilliant.
Yeah.
Like now that I've been like trying to internalize it more, I'm really like looking at it more in an analytical sort of way.
Yeah.
So the way we do our show, there is no Sophia. We're looking for a Sophia in the audience. It's structured like a game show,
Okay.
and so it's the 3 of us. It's Rose, Blanche, and Dorothy. And if you really look at like the way it's structured, this is like the Maiden, Vixen, and Crone. This is like classic theater. Like and then Sophia is the Greek chorus. Like if you watch a typical episode,
Right.
she's providing commentary on like what the shenanigans. She's
That's
very rare.
right.
She's
That's
very
right.
rarely like the A plot, but she's always there, like talking about stuff. That's like the Greek chorus. That's
Yeah.
kind of like why it makes sense for like to pull Sophia out of the audience. Like it really like
That's
it
clever,
works really well,
clever writing.
and it works and it works. It's timeless. That's why everyone knows these characters. It's
Well,
like structured
where's
so
the next time you're
timelessly.
gonna Is it? Do you know yet?
October.
And where?
Dates to be announced.
Dates to be a.
But October and beyond, we will be doing some fun, a fun version of the
Well,
show.
you'll check in with us when we know.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm
we
so
could
excited.
go on and on because we could sit, have a cocktail, and just talk for hours.
I will do
which
it.
we do.
I will do exactly that. I mean, give me a few whiskey gingers,
There you
and
go.
it just
All
keeps
right.
coming out.
So you live here in Vegas.
I do live in Vegas, yeah.
And you work all the time. You just do performing, or you have another side
I
hustle?
work at the Phoenix primarily. I host an event there. I mean, it's a week from Sunday. We're having a glow party next weekend at the Phoenix, and I'll
What's
be
the
hosting
date
brunch.
next weekend? Would be.
It is the.
What's the date?
20. What's the date? Anyone?
Today's 22nd.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and on Sunday I'm hosting brunch.
Nice.
And it's like a big neon theme.
This might air right about that time.
Yes.
But
Okay.
Listen, you're always at the Phoenix.
It's
you
so
have your
fun,
show
yeah.
there.
I'm rotating into the new Dust in your old.
The Dust. We just had the whole. We had the owner
Have you been in there
and
yet?
JC, the whole Dust crew on
It's super
last
cute.
week. We had a blast.
Yeah,
And I used to own that club, and they bought it,
Yeah.
and he's just done what I would have loved to have done with it. The pandemic got us,
Oh my god!
but I was so
yeah.
thrilled that Ryan took it over, and
I met him.
and
He was
kept
cool.
it as a performance bar.
Thank
and
God.
Good food and
The
all.
sound system
I'm
is so
thrilled.
good in there.
I'll be doing my show there soon. We're in negotiations.
Lovely. We love to negotiate.
And we'll have you there, of course.
I'm down, baby.
whenever
I'm
you're
available.
Ladies and gentlemen, right here, the most talented man in Las Vegas. Sunshine.
Man.
I'm sorry, lady, woman, superstar,
What?
sunshine.
What?
It's
What?
sunshine.
Thank you.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be back in just a minute.
Hi there, I'm Mona Van Joseph, and I'm known locally fondly as Mystic Mona, and I'm a professionally licensed intuitive tarot consultant. So when I do a reading for someone, I'm actually bringing them to a moment of awareness where they have power, because I firmly believe that when I'm doing a reading for you, I'm predicting your potential. It's up to you to be the captain of your own ship. It's up to you to guide spirit to help you get what you want in this lifetime. And the most effective thing in the whole world that you can do for yourself is pray for what you want, and pray to whatever entity works for you, whether that's good Lord, Mother Mary, Jesus, Buddha, Spirit, Karma, the universe. It doesn't matter who you pray to, but it's a way for you to tell the universe what you want. So when you call into 3.Vegas, you're usually working on an issue that you want a little bit more clarity. Well, we have Rainy Day, who is our clairvoyant medium, amazing. We have Chris Gray, who's our master astrologer, and also contributes to VegasAstrology.com, where you can read your monthly forecast every month. And those are usually posted right the last day of the previous month, and you can read about your month ahead, which is fabulous. I'd love for you to join us on 3.Vegas exclusively on WWDBTV, where you can experience what a three-dimensional focus of your issue can be. It's wonderful. If you'd like to get a hold of me, my website is www.mona.vegas. I'm available for private sessions and special events, but mostly I'm here for you on WWDB-TV with two amazing readers. I hope to see you soon, and I look forward to you tuning in.
Okay, you'll have to excuse me. I was reading my notes. My next guest, the beautiful Michelle Roll. The Michelle Roll is here. I can hardly believe it.
I never heard of her.
Oh, she's a lovely gal. You should meet her sometime. No, I was reading all my notes on her because I'm kidding. I don't have any notes because I've known this woman a long time. We go way back 30 plus years, and matter of fact, here in Las Vegas. And if you don't know who Michelle Roll is, then you've been out of touch. You are thank you for doing my show, first of all.
Thank you for asking
Oh,
me.
my.
This is great. I love you. I just adore you. I always
Well,
have.
I feel the
I
same
saw
about
you
you.
back in the day in Breck Wall's show.
Breck
Bottoms
Wall's
Up.
Bottoms Up. That's what brought me to Las Vegas in
You were
1985.
amazing in that. I loved you,
Thank
and I've always loved you ever since.
Well, and then we met. I didn't meet you at Bottoms Up. That we were just talking about
yeah.
that. I don't remember meeting you at Bottoms Up. I probably did, but then you were in Crazy Girls.
Yeah, I was in
The Crazy Girls show, which ran for 28 years or something.
I just did it off and on. Like I was in the first version with they showcase.
the Riviera.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was doing Lacage. So you were in the Crazy Girls
Mhm.
showroom on the second floor, and we were doing Lacage on the third floor.
Right.
And you would be alternating. Be like,
Yes.
our show times were 7 and 9, and
Mhm.
you were like 8 and 10. I don't remember.
I used to run up and watch your show.
And
like,
I
from
used
the
to run
back.
down and just
Yes, and then we would all meet in the lounge and watch them on
we
Bronson.
go.
Day.
Remember Nickeltown?
No.
Yeah,
across
the
street.
lounge. No, down
Oh,
in the
down there?
Riviera. Well, first of all, there was the
I'm
big,
thinking of slots of fun.
the outdoor. Yeah, the downstairs where the bar was, where Lon Bronson's
yeah.
band used to play.
Is that what it was called? Nickel something?
No, Nickeltown
Oh.
was on the other side.
Okay, yeah, I'm so confused.
No, but I forgot what it was called. It was called something.
But I love that vibe.
Well, that's
that
what I
hang.
loved about. Well, I was reading your recent stuff. You've been working with Lon Bronson.
Yeah.
One of my favorite musicians in the world. He has his own band for years called the Lon Bronson
Band. It used to be-
Superstar Band
it
or
used to be
something.
It used to be the All-Star Band. Now it's just Lon
All-Star,
Bronson
yeah.
Band.
Well, he's amazing. Well, I'm hoping to have him on soon too.
Yeah, you should.
But let's go back to you. You know, you've
Okay.
done a lot, Michelle. You have performed in so many shows, and you do your one woman show of different ones. So last time I saw you was 2 months ago at the Smith Center.
Yeah, it was January.
January.
actually.
Wow, time flies.
I know,
Okay, at the
right?
Smith Center,
6 months.
doing your tribute to Janis Joplin.
Right.
Amazing, amazing. You were Janis the
I
whole
love-
time.
I love doing Janice.
You
It's
didn't
so
break
much
character. You were just, it was like going to a Janis Joplin.
fun. Oh, thank you.
You're so talented.
I always wanted to be a rock star, so that show kind of is my way to get my
Well,
scream therapy on.
you got your rock star status with that, and you are a rock star. I mean, come on. You've been a singer. Tell us where you got started. I'm gonna let you talk.
Okay.
Tell us where you got started, how you came to Vegas, and just
Okay.
go.
Well, I moved to Vegas when I was 10, and in high school, I went to Clark High, and they had a class. It was like Glee. They didn't call it Glee. It was called Counterpoint,
Yeah.
and it was a rock band. It was a top 40 band, bunch of singers, and a live band, and it was
Right.
class.
Right.
And that's my first taste of singing. I used to always sing, but I hid it from my family. Like my family never knew. But I knew I could sing when I was 8. And I used to play games with my
Yeah.
neighbor friends and put on shows in the next door neighbor's garage. But no one in my family knew. I was very secretive. I think I was shy. And that's the only thing I could think of why I didn't share it. Maybe I was just afraid I was going to get shot down, you know. But in high school, I invited them to a concert, and they're like, Michelle can sing. And I had all these solos and
Right.
duets with other people and stuff. So that was like my first taste of it. As soon as I graduated, I got into, my boyfriend was Rick Salon, a famous violinist, guitar player
Really?
from town.
Okay.
And he's a Vegas boy.
Who knew?
And so we had a band called Ceylon, and we were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame back in 2011 here
Of
in
course you
Vegas.
were. God bless
And
you.
that was my first, thing of being a real rock person.
Right.
I wasn't a star yet or anything, but I'm
So
still waiting
during-
to be a
so like-
star.
Yeah. So like during high school and whatever, you would
Yeah.
sing like little gigs here
Oh
and
yeah,
there.
we
and
did all kinds of gigs. We
Lots of-
performed at
where
hospitals.
you
and
got your experience
Yeah.
and your
I
chops.
kept
and-
my teeth.
yeah. But being a rock singer got you in a lot of doors
Yeah.
because you were a beautiful woman and you could sing like a rock star. When did you start impersonating Janis Joplin?
I started doing Janice when I was in the Playboy show at the Maxim, Girls of Rock and Roll.
I remember that.
Yeah.
The Maxim. Oh wow.
I was with them for 5 years straight.
Yeah.
And then off and on.
I used to go see you. I just remembered we used to
Yes.
go see that show all the time.
Yeah.
Wow.
And everybody from our show would go back to the Riv. There we go to the Riv again. That was
Yeah.
like the hang. And all
The
the kids
Riviera
from
had
Splash.
it was a heyday for superstars. As you
Yeah.
know, way before you or I got there. You know, Frank Sinatra, Ethel
Oh, yeah.
Merman, all these famous stars, Mel Torme, Sammy Davis, everybody worked. The Riviera was
Elvis.
just under Caesar's Palace. Riviera
Yeah.
was a big showroom, many superstars. So I was thrilled in 1985 when I auditioned to be at Lacage. I was immediately hired for the Riviera, and I thought, yes, I made it. I'm
You
here.
did.
And then the producer, after I did a week's worth of shows, he goes, Jimmy, I need you to go to Atlantic City to do the Lacage show. There was a second company working in Atlantic City
Yep.
because I fired the guy that does the comedy act there, and I need you to go replace him. I said, for how long? He goes, I don't know, however long it takes. I said, I'm not moving to Atlantic City. I am from Texas. I can't live on the East. I
Right.
don't know those people. I can't talk like that. I don't know Jersey subs and that lingo. But I went.
You
I
had
was
a
there for 3
blast.
years,
Yeah.
and I had a fabulous time. Met some of the most amazing people in the world. Isn't that how showbiz is?
Yeah.
You know, where have you
I've been
traveled?
all over the world, but I did Atlantic City too with legends in concert.
Yes,
When
John
Jon Stewart.
Stewart, of course.
Yeah, and it was him and Nelson Foster when I was in it. And when I first started impersonating, when Ceylon, the band, moved to LA, and we did the LA thing,
Right.
and we broke up. Rick and I broke up. I put together a different band. And then I went back to the Playboy show. I was in Tahoe, working up there.
Oh, Tahoe.
Tahoe. And
You're the first person I've ever had say that. I work Tahoe with bottoms
Right?
up. Yes.
oh,
Okay.
yes. I was in Tahoe and at Caesars. What, do you work at Caesars?
Yeah.
and,
I know, right?
Johnny used to say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, at Caesars, while I was there was a record company that wanted to sign me. So I went back to LA and I met with a producer that they wanted me to work with. And that very same night, by the time I got home, I got held up at gunpoint.
No.
And now in retrospect, I think it was a sign. I wasn't supposed to work with those people,
There you go.
but I
Yeah.
did. I worked with them for like 6 years, and it was a
You're gonna sing at the best
Yeah.
places in the world,
They're making
baby. I got you. I
Exactly.
got you.
They were kind of crooked. I found out after being there for a long time, but I did put
They
an album
paid you
out.
well, though, right?
No,
Please tell. Oh, they
not a
did.
dime.
Oh, shoot.
I did not see a dime, and I
Oh,
put an
no.
album out with a band called The Immigrants.
Yeah.
And it had
didn't
Jennifer
it.
Batten on guitar, the girl from Michael Jackson's band.
Yeah.
And we had a band together, and it went out into Europe only. Nobody would sign us in the States. So we went
Wow.
gold in Europe. But I had left the band. It got too crazy. I actually ran away from this home. It was like a cult experience.
Have you
really.
written a book yet?
No, but a friend of mine and I are writing a movie
Good,
about
because
it.
those are stories people love to hear.
Yeah, it's going to be.
I
a
haven't
movie.
heard. I've known you for a while. And I
I know.
haven't heard all
This is
that.
the first time I've told anybody.
You heard it here
You heard
first,
it here
folks.
first.
You heard it here. Oh, what? Oh, how did Jimmy Vegas
Yeah.
at the What's Up magazine? So
Yeah, so many things. I mean, I was I shot at Playboy Centerfold that never ran. I actually shot 3 of them. That's part of the story too. I was
nice.
in a way now I kind of think it's probably better that I didn't go that far down
Sure.
the Playboy road. But I think the universe just said this is not for you. And then luckily that place where I was that was so traumatizing, I got away from that and I
Good.
got on a cruise ship. And on the cruise ship, Donnie Moore started calling. I don't know how he got my number.
Okay.
He contacted me probably via email and kept begging me to do Gloria Estefan in American Superstars.
Yeah, yeah.
So I finally said yes. You know, the money was much better than I was
Sure,
making
of
on the
course.
ship. I got off, got into Vegas again, started doing Glorita in American Superstars.
Yeah.
And I actually, while I was there, Legends asked me to audition for them. And it was much more money. Again.
Legends was a perfect
Yeah.
fit for you. It really was, because you had that solid,
Right. It was very good. And it was the best thing because
and it was a regular gig.
Yeah,
It
it
ran
was
6 nights a week
yeah.
too. Right. Yeah.
definitely, yeah, constant work for 5 years.
Yes,
I was
yes.
with them in Atlantic City. I had a 3-month contract
Yeah.
that turned into, I think it turned into like a year and a half. And they had me do different characters. Like I was doing Gloria,
Yeah.
and then they extended me another 3 months. Do Gloria again. We like it. It's working.
Sure.
And then the company manager was like, who else can you do? Can you do Bonnie Raitt? And I was like, I love Bonnie Raitt.
Of
So I
course.
started doing Bonnie Raitt.
You're so
And
talented.
I love Bonnie Raitt. Is like one of my idols.
Sure.
And I hated impersonating her because I felt like I'm just a second-rate Bonnie Raitt when I'm doing the
Yeah, but still, you
impersonating
brought people
thing.
a lot of pleasure emulating her.
yes. I
And
mean,
you got a strong voice, so
it
you
was a
could pull
good
it off.
experience.
Yeah.
I just admire her so much. I'm almost embarrassed to say I dressed up like her. I pretended to play guitar. Sorry, Bonnie.
Did she
Wherever
ever
you
see
are.
you perform?
No, but what's his name? The guy that discovered Whitney Houston. What's that guy's name? Does anybody know? Hello?
Whitney Houston?
The guy that discovered everybody, Clive Davis.
Clive Davis.
He came to the Playboy, not the Playboy show. He came to the Legend show,
Legend show,
and I was
yeah.
doing Bonnie that night. I also did Shania Twain for them for
Sure.
a long time,
Yeah.
and then I started doing Janice. But when he was there, he came in one night. I was doing Bonnie, and we went out to do meet and greet, and he came out like to say hello
Yeah.
to the Elvis. He was really interested in Graham Patrick, and I was standing there. I was like, "Hello, Mr. Davis. Hello.
I'm here. Look at
Hi."
me.
And he was just like,
Well, you
You
gotta
know,
try.
but I loved it. I love singing Bonnie. I could sing that stuff 24 hours a day.
Well, you have a similar look
Yeah.
as well. So.
Oh, thank you.
Well, you do. God
My
bless
friend Dolly, you know Dolly Coulter?
I do very well. I love
When-
Dolly. Dolly was in Bottoms Up.
Oh, that's right.
She did Bottoms Up for a while. She's versatile. She's got a great
She's
voice.
amazing.
She loves to do comedy,
I love her.
and she's wonderful.
When she saw me do Bonnie, she was like, "That's not Michelle. She doesn't play guitar." And she's like, "She's playing guitar," and I was just faking it. But
Well, sure.
She's a guitar player.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a
So
a
if you
seal
could fake
of
her-
approval.
Well, for a short time, I impersonated Winona Judd in La Cage. I didn't sing it live, but we put a mix together, and I had the guitar. I made it. Had a
Oh,
big
cool.
W. It was
Yeah,
very,
yeah.
very
I feel
dry.
like I saw that.
Yeah, it was fun to do.
Yeah.
I got a good response with it, but I've never played guitar.
Right.
But I had in fact, the guitar strings were silver bugle beads. So it was very gay. It was very,
I love it. Of course.
very show busy. And I'm singing, and I just was doing this.
That's
And
so cool.
every night after the show, people go, "I didn't know you played guitar."
That's so funny.
Wow. Well, I don't, but thank you.
People are funny when they see you impersonate somebody. The brain goes somewhere.
To that person.
Yeah, when
It
I
goes right
first
to that person.
started, I was doing Gloria and I was on American Superstars, and there's a lineup of all us in meet and greet, and this woman came up to me and she was like, "I saw you in the Poconos," and I was like, "Oh, I've never been to the
Yeah,
Poconos."
I get that a lot.
And then I realized she thought I was the real Gloria,
Uh-huh.
and then she was like, "Yeah, no, I saw you. You were on
Yeah.
the NBC special with your daughter for Mother's Day."
She's
I was like,
okay.
"No."
But that's a compliment.
I didn't know to not just pretend like, "Oh, thank you," but I said, "No, you don't realize I'm not the real Gloria."
I was just impersonating.
You
but
didn't see
still,
like Michael Jackson and Gloria and Charlie
See,
Daniels.
and you and I have
Elvis
worked
for
with so many
$10.
incredible impersonators. You say Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I've worked with some of the best ones ever.
Yeah.
Joey Rogers and Lane Lassiter and so many,
I know.
that I've worked with and
Yes.
toured with. And people go crazy because they
I
really
know.
do a great illusion.
Yeah.
And that's what, I don't
learned-
really look like anyone
I do
unless you're
too.
kind of if it's a big woman.
But you can get the essence.
But
of
I
them.
do exactly.
Yeah.
My very first actual impersonation was Ethel Merman.
Oh, perfect.
There's no business like show bit, and I had
I
the red
love
hair and the dress,
Oh, you're
with
made for
the with the
that.
thing, and that's when I got hired to do the Atlantic City show. The guy there was doing Ethel Merman, and the producer Norby here said, "Have you ever impersonated Ethel Merman?" I said, "No, but I know her music. I loved Ethel, great Broadway star."
What?
And he said, "I said I can do it." I said, he showed me a video of the guy that was doing it. And he wanted me to do it exactly that way. So I'm impersonating an impersonator. And that
Yeah,
didn't sit well with me. So,
Well,
I had to
that's
do my
okay.
own twist with it.
definitely.
But
And that's what I do when I do Janice. A lot of people, like I get the sound and I feel like I channel
yeah,
her when I'm doing it because I go somewhere. I'll cry and everything.
sure.
I've never
You got
cried
to get his
before
character.
singing,
Yeah.
but with her, like it's so emotional. Like she felt every note, and she just dug deep into her soul.
And you are an actress, so you have to get into it. My best friend in the world, Brent Allen, has done Judy Garland.
Oh yeah.
He was in La Cage for
He's
20
amazing.
plus years,
Yeah, I
and
saw
he
him.
tours. He lives in Palm Springs now. His Judy Garland is so authentic
know.
and real.
I cry when I watch
He
him.
actually cries. It's a whole medley, and then it ends with "Over the Rainbow," and it's just an amazing thing to
amazing.
watch.
I just
and
got
every
chills just
night-
thinking about it.
13 shows a week. He would
Yeah.
cry at the end, and it was real. And always, that's a dedicated performer, and you
Yeah.
do the same thing.
I love that nightly show thing because in Legends I got to do that. I did Janice every night,
Right?
but you only do 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm doing what I do now. It's an hour and 30 minutes. I don't
Do
know
the
if
whole
I can
show.
do that every
Yeah.
day.
That's a
But
lot
you
of work.
saw it.
Yeah.
It's work. By the end, I mean, I'm up the whole time,
Yeah.
but the next day, I just like
No, it'll wipe you
exhausted.
out. It takes every emotion
My
you've
whole
got.
body's aching.
I
and
believe
just, yeah,
I've
it's
only done a
intense.
one-man show a few times. I toured with it. It was called the Roxy Star Show. My
Okay.
dragon name was Roxy when I was in
Love it.
Texas. And I didn't use Roxy Star when I came to Vegas because there was a wonderful performer working then, Kenny Kerr. You remember Kenny?
Oh, yes.
Kenny was
I
an
love Kenny.
amazing performer. And the Breck Wall bottoms up says, Jimmy, we want to use your Roxy Star name. And I said, well, no, Kenny Kerr uses a boy name. And then Frank Marino came along, and those
Right.
were actually boy names.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, I'll just be Jimmy Emerson.
Yes.
And I'm kind of glad I
Everybody knows
did.
you. That's so great. Even my daughter knows you. She told me to tell you hi.
Bless her
Or
heart.
I should say they told
Hi,
me.
daughter. How are you? Come on the show. We could talk forever.
I know.
I want to mention we have so
Okay.
many common friends,
Yes.
and we have a mutual friend named Joey.
Yes.
Well, it's actually Manny. I met him as Manuel,
Me
as
too.
Manny, and he changed. He wanted to be known as Joey now, and he just adores you.
I
mean,
love him.
you can't do anything that he doesn't send me a message to me. Michelle's going to be here. Michelle's going to be there. Okay.
I
So where are
love
you going to
him.
be next?
My next show is at it's Smith Center in Myrons on August 8th, and it's at 7
2
p.m.
days before my show on August 10th. How
really?
convenient.
Are you at the Smith Center?
I'm
too?
not at the Smith
Oh.
Center. I wish
You
I was.
need to be.
I'm at the composer's room, and
Oh.
it's a remake.
I'll
It's a
come.
bring back of the Lacoste show.
Oh.
I'm calling it Lacoste Cabaret,
Oh, I
but
wanna
I'll be at
there.
your show on the 8th.
I'm going to be at yours too. I got to get
It's a
tickets.
deal.
I got to get tickets now. I got one on the 8th, and then we'll be back there on the 19th. For the last couple of years, we have been doing one on January 19th, which is her birthday.
Oh,
so
I
every
see.
birthday, it just
Janice's
happened.
birthday.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
happened one year that we were there, and I was like, "Oh, that was smart of you. It's her birthday," and everybody's like, "Oh, I didn't know that." But okay, let's go with it.
Hey, if there's a show involved, I'm there.
It's fun. We always celebrate her birthday, but this summer concert is
Yeah.
the 8th, August 8th.
Of course. God bless you. Thank you so
Love
much
you.
for
I
coming
love
on my
you.
show. I adore you. Ladies and gentlemen, Michelle Roll. Do not ever miss one of her shows. You will be thoroughly entertained. I adore
Thank
you,
you.
and we'll
Back
be
at you.
back. We'll be back. Thank you.
Bye.
Hey, Jimmy. I'm planning to go on traveling, and I would love to take you. Do you have any great places to go?
Well, I love to travel. I live in Las Vegas for years now, but traveling for me is fantastic. Sometimes I go all the way to Boulder City.
Ooh, I heard Pahrump is great.
My
this time of
favorite
year.
place, also my favorite vacation spot over the last several years, Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
Ooh, I've been wanting to go to that.
Well, it's a lot of fun. They have a variety of all sorts of things. The beach is gorgeous, and it's a lot of entertainment there. That's why I love it.
You know what?
So-
You know so much about this. I wish you had your own travel club.
Well, isn't that interesting? Because as luck would have it, we have started the How to Jimmy Vegas Travel Club.
That is awesome.
'cause-
There is an email that if you want to get more information or you have places that you want to go and you want to give us some ideas,
Right.
you're going to travel at whatsup.vegas.
Tell us where you want to go. You want to go to Hawaii? You want to go to New York City? You want to go to Canada? You want to go to Puerto Vallarta or to Cancun? I've been to a lot of these places, and that helps.
It does.
But How to Jimmy Vegas Travel Club is all new, and I'm extremely excited about it. Write to us. What's the website?
At travel at whatsup.vegas. And if you are already getting our newsletter for whatsup.vegas,
Right.
on the bottom of any newsletter, you'll see that there's a travel button. Click on that.
And
If you sign up now before September, it's 50% off.
50% off. That's amazing.
I'm shocked.
Your travel is going to be very reasonable with us, and I know how to travel. We always have a great time, and the more people we get to go, we do group tours, we can do your private tours, whatever you want. Write to us, call us, we'll set it up. I'm very excited about the all-new How to Jimmy Vegas Travel Club.
Absolutely.
And it's found at www.whatsup.vegas.
WWDBTV.Vegas. You can see an ad there too that you could be able to click on as well. If you're
That's
not
right.
with our newsletter, for whatever reason that is, you should definitely be a part of our newsletter.
That's right.
You're going to be missing out. We have all kinds of great things. Don't take that. That's mine.
Well, I was going to say, how are the both of us going to get all this?
I'm just telling you, I'm doing
It's not gonna
travel
happen.
cheap. I'm doing travel cheap. I start there, and I got one of these. We'll see where we
I
go.
can't wait to travel with you.
Woo!
And we always have fun. Check it out. Well, that's it for today. Wow, what a great show. I've had such a wonderful time. I want to thank my two guests, Sunshine, an amazing female impersonator, sings live like a bird. He's just amazing. Also known as Joe Harder. We all call him Sunshine, though. And the amazing, multi-talented Michelle Roll. Wow, how it's a real treat for me to have these superstars on my show, because I've known them for a while, and I've been blessed with What's Up Vegas magazine that asked me to come and do this show twice a month. I said monthly bi earlier. I meant bi-monthly. This is twice a month. However you want to decipher it. That's how it goes. Anyway, one more time, please don't forget my show coming up August 10th at the Composer's Room at Commercial Center, 953 East Sahara. It's a big complex. You pull in, it's in the center building. There's a huge sign that says Composer's Room. You can't miss it. Get your tickets on what'sup.vegas. There it is, what'sup.vegas, or at thecomposersroom.com. Either way. It's selling out, I hope. Knock on wood, as they say. I want to see you there. It's a revamp of the Lacage show that I was a part of for over 30 years, and I'm bringing it back. I want to do it here in Vegas. I want to find a showroom that'll take us in and let us work several nights a week like we used to, because it's fun, it's fabulous, it's funny, and don't miss it. August 10th. Did I plug that enough? I think so. Okay. That's Lacage Cabaret. My name is Jimmy Emerson, and this is the How to Jimmy Vegas show. And thank you, my guest, one more time. And we'll be back in 2 weeks.